Yeah, we're back on now.
It might take a minute on my side. Yo, you live?
Is it back on, yeah?
Man's got 155k subs here.
Put the camera in this corner.
Jeez.
Alright, we're ready.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
ready.
And before you froze, I was saying you need to make your thing bigger, you know. Yeah.
Is it always in the middle like that though?
Dying from behind. What my teammates doing?
I'll have to keep moving it like as I go along. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you're covering much, so it'll be calm.
Let me press play for now. It don't want to work. Oh, there's something mad about when dogs like growl, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking.
Scary, man.
And she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. But I don't really know. Like, that's usually like her stance while she's waiting for me to come home, and I'm just like,
Alright, we're back.
is she waiting for someone to walk out of that closet? Like, I just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like, what? What is it? What is it?
The dog starts ferociously barking at the upstairs bedroom closet for absolutely no reason. But little Josie's strange behavior doesn't stop there. As Britt mentioned, she has a private cemetery in front of her house where some of her family members and also several of their deceased pets are all buried together. Recently, the dog Josie has just started staring at the small graveyard.
Josie. Josie, what's going on?
The horses on the ranch often just stare toward the small cemetery as well.
Well, that's not creepy. Seriously, what are you two looking at? What is it?
But now, weirdest of all, Britt says that lately the neighbors' cows have started to wander over to her property, and they also just weirdly stand around the small graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now.
What time I did you?
Like, why?
You won't be able to explain this one, Donna.
And really breathe
What did they do?
around this area.
Huh?
What are they doing?
And they just kind of will freeze and won't move.
To be fair, this bit you could probably say, I don't know, maybe someone put some food or something that smells a certain way, but there's a bit that happens next.
What, it's not like floating or something.
Nah, you'd just watch.
Like you never know with these.
What's up?
I don't know, man.
Britt is confused and a little creeped out by all of the animals' strange behavior. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn. One night, Britt orders some food from Uber Eats. The driver is a bit disturbed by the gathered cows at the graveyard, but he completes his delivery. And then things just get weird.
Watch this.
Wait, he's coming back.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
This location is outside, no here.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're a cow?
it's good. He's a cow.
They're actually not mine. They're not fucking showing up.
No.
No.
Oh.
They come hang out around here every night.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
The
Just
cows are
like-
not hers.
Nah, they're from like
What would you do?
like just the land's just like big and it's probably from like some neighbours down the way.
Nah, what's going on, man?
Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like
Yo, don't take your eye off it, blood.
they just like
You got a
stand.
big ass cow behind you.
Are you for real right now?
Yo, she's chilling, blood, dragging her feet like that.
What, Fem? What?
What was it?
Something
What's
sets
her
off the
t-shirt?
alarm inside Britt's house, and
Huh?
as she carefully walks
What's her
back
t-shirt?
inside, some
Something
unseen
posy?
force seems to actually grab and pull her shirt. She drops her food in terror and runs back out. Britt says that she was too afraid to return to the house. She spent the rest of the night in the family RV that was parked outside. Off the wall. Now this next clip is
Yo,
over 12 years
what
old
you
and was
gotta
filmed
say
with
about
someone's
that,
phone
John?
pointed at a CCTV
real.
screen. So obviously it's
Is it not
complete
real, John?
potato quality.
See, the thing is, yeah, like,
They're not real, John.
bro, you don't even know if they're in on it. You know what I mean?
What are you on about?
Nah,
In
because-
on it?
Nah.
But the clip was so strange
Why'd you say in
that
on
I
it?
just had to include it in the list. Now, this video was filmed in the Ciudadela Plaza in Guadalajara, Mexico. Through the years, many workers and shoppers at the plaza claim to have experienced strange, unexplained events. Workers say that they often hear a child running and playing in the dead of night, and many shoppers claim to have seen a little boy who then vanished right before their eyes. So late one night, after closing, security guards at the plaza spot a lone little boy running through the back hallways, all alone. Some plaza workers are reviewing the footage, and they are shocked by what they see.
Ve que aquí se mete en la pared. No. Fíjate, subió el pie.
The little boy seems to disappear right through a closed and locked door in one of the hallways, perhaps even right through the actual wall. A security guard is dispatched to go find the little boy, and things get even creepier.
¿Te fijas? No, ahí se va a meter, espérate.
And I guess the boy runs out.
Hey,
Mira, espérate. Ay, no mames. No. ¿Y
Bro.
sabes qué?
You just see that?
how?
The security guard unlocks the door and goes in, but finds no one inside the locked room. But the plaza workers watch in disbelief as the little boy's head appears again right beside the guard, and he seems to be peeking right out of the actual wall above the man's head. So could this be the little boy ghost that plaza shoppers claim to see? Let me know what you think. Intruders. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment, but not
Alright,
long
hold on. Oh, I got the shivers again, man.
See?
Ew. Keep getting the shivers, man.
I told you,
Hold on. Jenny, is the heating off?
Nah.
It's getting a bit chilly in here, man.
Ha.
after, as she is recording
That's
herself
it.
practicing
He's
a new
cold,
dance
he's not
routine,
cold, he's
something
scared.
happens that is truly terrifying.
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Luckily, Jeanette escapes unharmed. She calls the police and they check her apartment, but the intruder is no longer there. Jeanette says that the man was never caught. But it gets even weirder, because after Jeanette uploaded the video of her frightening experience, observant viewers notice something very strange. As Jeanette is fleeing her apartment, something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
I thought that, you know.
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like, I don't know, a ghost, or I don't. Yeah.
Was the tape always on there?
It's not easy. So it's not like
The tape
just,
was
like,
always
the
on there?
wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually, or something. I don't know.
So now let's cut ahead to a few days later. Jeanette and her friend are unboxing some of her belongings as she continues to move into her new apartment. But her friend
I
sees
don't think
something
it
that
was
gives her the chills.
What? You saw me.
You saw a man in my bedroom?
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Jeanette's friend says that she saw a man just standing in the bedroom. But now, the man is gone. A few days later, and again Jeanette hears some strange noises from somewhere in her apartment. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
That cat is not real. Here it is. Here it is.
Jeanette considers running out the front door, but instead she rushes into her nearby bedroom and grabs her pepper spray. But as she turns around, her blood runs cold as she sees something slowly make a deep imprint on her mattress, almost as if some spirit actually sits down on her bed. As she runs out of the room in fear, she turns and the imprint on the bed is gone. Jeanette says that she is now terrified of the weird things going on in her new apartment. She says that friends have been staying with her until she can decide just what to do. Witchboard. A woman is doing a solo investigation of a haunted house and is using a Ouija board to contact a spirit named Brenda that she believes inhabits the home. But as she conducts her Ouija board session, she begins to suspect that she might be in contact with something much more sinister.
Am I dealing or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Oh my God. I'm trying to take deep breaths. Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating with through this board? My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my God. The demon it's trying to say. I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now. The board is moving. Oh my God, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
She hears a strange sound from the floor above her and her nose starts to bleed. But still, she decides to continue her session.
Bro.
Suddenly, the Ouija board flies off the table and finally, she decides that she has had about enough. And she just gets out of there. The White Lichen Bothy. If you hike an hour into the remote countryside of Scotland, you can find the old 18th century White Lichen Bothy, a mountain cabin that's free to use for travelers. The creepy old cabin has no electricity, no running water, and perhaps most disturbing of all, there are no locks on any of the doors. Over the years, hundreds of travelers have visited the White Lichen Bothy, and many of these visitors claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences while staying there. A few outdoor and travel YouTube channels have visited the White Lichen Bothy as well, and most have experienced at least something a little weird while staying there.
I'm really quite scared of it staying here, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it really will be fine.
Again, let me stress that all of the following videos were recorded by travel and outdoor channels. None of these people are ghost hunters, and in fact, every one of these YouTubers say they don't even believe in ghosts at all.
I heard something move outside.
But they also can't explain what they experienced at the White Lichen Bothy.
Today, I'm going to be staying in a bothy in Scotland for the first ever time.
First up, seasoned solo traveler Ruth Asling spent a night in the old Scottish cabin, and she found it a bit unnerving.
So, I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious, because I've stayed in a camper van so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote, and to get away, you have to hike over 1 hour to get back to the camper van. So maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know. Oh God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window. I don't know, I feel really scared. I don't know why. I just feel really nervous.
Ruth stays the full night at the cabin, but she doesn't exactly get a restful sleep.
Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises. God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Throughout the night, while completely alone, Ruth keeps hearing bizarre noises that creep her out. And oddly, she decides to just ignore the strange sounds and put in earplugs, which kinda seems like a bad idea when you're staying all alone in a cabin in the middle of nowhere and there are no locks on the doors. But to each their own.
Bye-bye, Buffy.
Next up, a camper that goes by the name Happy Hippie, who says that he does not believe in ghosts or the paranormal, has a similar creepy experience.
I've set up my bed for the night. Gonna get the fire on when it gets darker. This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, and get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just people with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've not heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird shit.
Nah, that was clearly a knock.
Just wanted a nice little bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do like this. This is gonna be a fun night. They're walking around into the room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Yeah, cameraman never dies, right?
The Happy Hippie spends the night in the cabin, but the next day, he still can't explain just what happened.
Good morning. Had a bit of an experience last night. I couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do. This is not what I'm about. I'm just a happy hippie, hiking, living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me.
I couldn't stay there, you know.
So now this next video is by far the creepiest footage ever recorded in the White Lagoon Bothy.
We're at a place called White Lagoon Bothy.
It was shot by Ben and Martin from the YouTube channels Adventure Outdoors and What's Not to Hike.
So we're in the Bothy. There's nobody else here.
The two men travel to the White Lagoon Bothy together, and they experience something that is truly terrifying.
Found the Bothy book. You put my glasses on now, just blind as a bat. So this is popular, quite a popular Bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done, absolutely spotless. Whoa. Hold on a minute. I'm out. I'm out of here. No.
It's getting late when a door suddenly slams shut all on its own.
That was totally weird. The door just started to move on its own, and then it just pretty much slammed shut. I mean, Marty's out there. I don't really want to come back in. He's in bits. That was just the weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Now the two friends are both skeptics, but they are still a little unnerved by what just happened.
But that was terrifying, and I don't even swear. I'm swearing, but I don't. But that was genuinely terrifying. I shot myself when it slammed. I just wanted out of here.
I couldn't do it, man.
Really, because I say it doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like you're in the presence or anything. As I say, we don't really believe that stuff. There might be, stuff we can't explain, whatever, but we just don't believe in the whole ghosty, spooks in the night kind of thing. Just don't. But that was genuinely terrifying. and I'm going to keep that door, I'm keeping it closed.
Little do they know that things are about to get even weirder.
Well, folks, it's probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the spooky door closing over there, and we're trying to like rationalise it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and neither does Martin. No. So we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so yeah. But I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation, even though I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? I'm honest, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. This can't be right. I'm not.
Wait, what happened?
In here as well. I can't see a thing. So there's a chair over there, and it just started to move, which is no way. I'm not even. No. It's bonkers. I'm not having any part of this. That is moving. Jesus Christ. It is moving, that chair is moving. Just leave it. Come on, Christ. Oh well, I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think. Christ. No, that's poltergeist shit.
A man said he's gonna drink more wine.
Poltergeist stuff. That's not ghostly. That's like evil spirit stuff.
Chair sitting in the corner of the room inexplicably starts to slide across the floor on its own. And these two diehard skeptics suddenly begin to wonder if they might be dealing with some sort of paranormal entity. But now a little nervous, they finish out their night's stay in the other room and head out the next day. Now I want to point out again that the White Lagan Bothy has never been investigated by any ghost hunting team or ghost hunting YouTube channel. All of the footage shown here today was captured by outdoor explorers and campers that have never posted any video related to the paranormal before these clips. So is the White Lagan Bothy haunted? And would you dare to spend a night there? Let me know. A guide to the other side. A young woman named Diana posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been seen for weeks. It turns out that the man had unfortunately passed away inside the trailer. This is the footage.
I'm right there. Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, the hell? Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming in.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over.
I'm gonna end up giving myself nightmares, you know.
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh, Jesus. Abby's okay.
How come the other guy just standing there?
Did you see it? The small shadow of a child can be seen lurking outside the trailer, seemingly lost and abandoned. But the police don't even notice, walking right by as if they can't even see the child. And then suddenly the small child shadow just disappears. Watch again. The figure disappears into thin air right in front of the police, but they don't seem to see anyone. Viewers of the video pointed out that there was another odd apparition in this video. Something that looks like the shadowy figure of a man standing in the trailer window. So a few days later, Diana and her father go to check out the trailer, and things get really weird.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was that?
Oh my word. Timing of that.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like, I don't know, before, a long time ago.
So first, Diana is terrified when a dead crow falls out of one of the cabinets, which seems odd as the man has only been deceased and out of the trailer for a few days. So how did the bird get there? But next, Diana sees a child's paintings on the refrigerator. Her dad tells her that the man had a horrible tragedy where his young daughter passed away many years ago at a very young age. But the man kept her drawings and mourned her for the rest of his life, descending into sorrow and alcoholism. So, is this childlike shadow figure the man's daughter coming back to meet him as he passes to the other side? What do you think? Hunter or hunted? Nick and Ted from the YouTube channel The Hunting Public are out bow hunting on public lands in the remote wilderness of Missouri. Suddenly they hear something that sends chills down their spines. Now, let me say before I show you these clips, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video. There's absolutely no evidence that any crime was committed in this video or that anyone was injured in any way. Alright, so, while Nick and Ted are hunting, they hear a gunshot, followed by some insane screaming. They immediately grab their camera and start recording. Now, Nick and Ted are in such a remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service to call the authorities. So, all they can do is listen.
Chills all down my back. Yeah. Somebody is screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there. Very not good obscenities to someone else. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that. Yeah. Something not good's going on.
Are they screaming for help?
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident, but they still can't find a spot in the woods with cell service.
We ain't got any service in here, so can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there. I mean, it's just like a guy that's absolutely losing his mind over there. Completely.
At this point, Nick and Ted are totally freaked out. They just head back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department.
Okay.
I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, but then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
Days later, Nick and Ted provide an update on what happened after their terrifying encounter in the woods.
So after that hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found.
Even though Nick and Ted reported the disturbing incident and even provided GPS coordinates to local authorities, nothing was found at the site. There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
You know, it freaked us out, and we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. Your mind goes to think about what could that be, and I immediately go to worst case scenario.
So did Nick and Ted just hear someone having a random temper tantrum or a breakdown? Was it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree stump?
To be fair, yeah, that's a good point actually.
Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide. For the full-length version of this video, be sure to check out the channel, The Hunting Public. Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house.
Nah, this is weird.
Nick's grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason. Then the roaming Roomba seems to randomly start and stop, as if it's sensing something right in front of it. But there's nothing there. And finally, something falls from the top of the fridge. Now, as for the randomly stopping Roomba, Nick later shows that the little Roomba is functioning normally, and usually only does this when it is about to collide with something, like a person standing in front of it.
Can you try to step in front of that? So it just does that. Move away. So that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it.
And so in the video, we also see something fall. Well, Nick also explains this, and it's a little creepy.
One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines. You see how far back they are. Genuinely. I mean, the significance of an angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
Nick says that now both of his grandmother's dogs have become absolutely petrified of the kitchen. He says that both dogs sit and stare at the kitchen every night and often just refuse to enter that room.
I was watching my show, and there's nothing there.
But then things get even creepier. Because one night, the Roomba at Nick's grandmother's house again just starts to act very strange.
Whoa. Whoa.
Bro, this is actually like giving me the shivers, you know.
Yo.
Bro, just boots it, man.
Oh, that's cool. Jesus!
Now, the Roomba following Nick around and crashing down the stairs is odd enough, because, well, they're just not supposed to do that. But the Roomba flipping over on its own has absolutely no explanation. Nick says that his grandmother found the Roomba in the living room and placed it back in the kitchen. He says that since this, the Roomba has just not moved again, despite having a full charge. But he does say that his grandma's two dogs are still scared of the device and often just stare at it. Night call. Late one night in Pueblo, Colorado, an emergency call comes in to the 911
give it another 10 minutes.
center. But whoever made the call hangs up almost immediately. The 911 operators trace the call and find that it came from Imperial Memorial Gardens. Well, the weird thing is, Imperial Memorial Gardens is a funeral home, surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery. And it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should be there. Now, as standard procedure, the 911 emergency operators call the funeral home back to make sure everything is okay. And someone answers the phone. This is what the 911 operators hear.
911, this is Erica. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
There's a lot of static and a quiet male voice seems to say something a few times, but then the call just goes silent. Again, as part of standard procedure, the emergency operators send the police to check out the old funeral home. But when the officers arrive, they find the funeral home locked up and all the lights are off. No one's there. Now, I tried to clean up the call audio as much as possible, but there's just not much there.
Hello? Hello?
So, just who made this call? And what do you think they might be saying? A short stay. A guy named Brendan has a YouTube channel where he camps in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK. In this video, Brendan decided to camp overnight in the coastal village of Jaii in Essex, England. Now, amongst other things, Jaii is known as one of Britain's poorest towns and has a very high crime rate. In other words, it's not really the best place to be camping overnight in a van, but that doesn't stop Brendan.
A little town in England called Jaii, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK, and I thought as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually finds a place to set up camp that is just outside of town.
That is crazy.
And kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Listen to me. I'm alone, but I mean, there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate.
Brendan sets up his bed in the van and lies down for a night's sleep. But around 2:30 in the morning, things take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the van. That's 2. Someone just tried the door. Hey!
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god. Oh, fuck's sake. Where's my phone?
Someone with a flashlight skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying the door handles, before smashing the window to get inside.
Hey!
Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running. He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but obviously is very shaken up by the whole ordeal. He decides to not only leave the town of Jaii, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just, quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still goes camping in his van and posts his adventures over on his YouTube channel, Brendan Explores. Next stop, nowhere. 3 friends are on a summer trip to Spain, staying in a large high-rise hotel. One night they hop on the elevator to head down to the lobby, but that's when things start to go very wrong.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and
Fast forward to 45 minutes later, and the guys are still stuck in the elevator as the lights flicker and the temperature begins to rise from the summer heat.
Alright, so the power is out. The backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator has been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And
45
we're,
minutes
like,
stuck in
cooking
an elevator.
life.
Oh my god.
Now, luckily, the hotel does have a backup generator,
Elevator.
but unluckily, the generator seems to be malfunctioning.
That's crazy.
And here is where things start to get a bit weird. Because for some unknown reason, the elevator takes them to the hotel's 16th floor, which is currently abandoned and under construction.
Oh, no, look, it worked. No. What is... Alright, so it's been doing this for a minute. And there's nothing out there. No, that did something.
No. Dude, I don't know.
What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there?
I wouldn't even go out there, man.
The doors shut again, trapping them inside. But a little bit later, and finally there's a silver lining, as the elevator power seems to come back on.
We're moving.
Fine. Thank you.
Where are we going?
Oh, wait. Stop. No.
That's the same one as before.
No.
Alright.
The power comes back on and the elevator starts to move. But inexplicably, it somehow just ends up back on the creepy abandoned 16th floor. At this point, the friends debate just stepping out and trying to find the stairs. But with the floor completely blacked out and under construction, they decide it's safer to just stay put. And now, over an hour has passed, and the guys are starting to get a bit stir-crazy in the hot, cramped elevator.
There you go. I got you.
Oh, he's cooking something.
What are you doing?
Yep.
I gotta pee.
Oh, you gotta pee.
It's making my bladder. I gotta pee.
You gotta pee.
I feel like a rapper. Go. I gotta pee. I'm holding my bladder.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on. I gotta pee. It's making me mad. Going like so. I gotta pee. I'm angry like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing anyone.
Now, shortly after this clip, power was fully restored and the guys finally made it down to the hotel lobby. They upload videos of their harrowing adventure on the elevator, but their viewers spot something truly chilling. Again, did you see it? As the guys are goofing around while stuck on the creepy 16th floor, something black seems to appear behind them and rise up from the floor. So just why did the elevator keep dragging them back to that closed-off 16th floor? And why was it shut down in the first place? But most importantly, what is this? Let me know what you think. St. Andrew's Church. Stealth camper Chris from the YouTube channel Blot Outdoor Show sets out with his friend Mick on an overnight adventure to the abandoned St. Andrew's Church in Consett, England. The church was built in 1769, and it's been abandoned for nearly 50 years.
We're going to do a stealth.
I'm saying that like, a lot of stuff here
spooky,
can genuinely be
abandoned
like
church. It's been abandoned since like the 1970s.
Now, it should be mentioned that Chris is not a ghost hunter, nor has he ever uploaded any videos related to the paranormal.
You know what I mean?
He says he's a skeptic and doesn't really get spooked by that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm very skeptical and that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to try and condingo or use mandingos, if you know what I'm talking about.
Now, to make this even creepier, the church is surrounded by an old graveyard. So Chris and Mick set up their tent amongst the graves and, relax. Soon it gets dark, and then the two guys decide to take a peek inside the old church.
There we go, folks.
Not me.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I'm not scared, and I'm not one of these people that.
Bro, it's mad
to
because
shiver up the spine or things like this. To me, it's not spooky, but we'll still have a look around.
He's gonna get scared now.
Like I say, guys, been abandoned since the 1970s. Obviously, they must leave the door open now and again. I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. What the was that?
Oh, I think Mick's filled his pants. I get skin in my dinners only be dundies. I think Mick's got a lug of a jugger in his only padandies.
Nice big hole.
That's the fastest I've ever seen you run.
The two friends hear a loud bang that spooks them enough that they need a refreshing cold beverage in the graveyard. But after a bit of cold beverages, Chris is able to convince his friend Mick to go back inside the old creepy church once more. It did not go well.
He's not happy about it, but I've convinced Mick to have one more look inside this so-called haunted church. Go on then, Schmick.
You ain't got closer.
Well then. Oh, well, I'll go first.
What am I doing?
You follow me. I think the first time we came in, I think we just let our imaginations run away with ourselves, which is easy when you're in the pitch black and you're having a few. Just leave that door open, Mick. I mean, I can see why people come here, Mick, and do the old spooky ghostly tours and look for the paranormal readings and stuff like that.
Yo, this guy is just aggravating
It's
it,
not
man.
my kind of thing.
He's asking for something to happen.
My kind of thing is sitting in a tent and getting mangled, spangled and totally grim crankled. But each to their own, wherever your hobby is. Let's have a look over here, Schmick.
Please, man. Where are my teammates, bro? Please.
Oh, here we go. We've got a photograph of young Chris here. Oh, sorry, guys. It's not young Chris. Apologies. It's Jesus Christ.
I said young Chris.
Howard and Son.
Milky buttons there.
Yeah, milky buttons. What? What the What? Mix away. Ooh, shut that door. What? Right, guys. Oh, I'm not one of these ones that get scared for like that. But that's twice we've been in there, and twice I've heard a bad noise. I think Mick's dropped his guts. I think he's filled his pants. It's alright, Mick. I've got some baby wipes in my bag.
Nah, that's what actually jokes, man.
That was proper dodgy, that leg.
Another loud bang echoes through the church, and the two campers have had about enough. They spend the night outside in their tent and don't go back into the church for the rest of the night.
Good night, guys.
But did you see it? Chris and Mick are completely unaware of the dark, shadow-like figure peering out at them from behind a doorway. That is, until their loyal viewers pointed out to them in the video comment section. Now again, Chris and Mick are not ghost hunters, nor are they interested in ever making videos about the paranormal. So just who or what is this? You can watch this entire stealth camping adventure over on the YouTube channel, Blot Outdoors Show.
Hiya. Hiya.
Hi, Monday goes.
You alright?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we're gonna stop it there. Cause I've got the shivers.
Oh.
Nah, I'm only joking. I ain't really scared. But yeah, guys, it's been fun. We've had 2 streams today because one kind of lagged. Let me close this. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll probably be streaming for most of the day. If not, it's because I'm getting my hair done. But once I've done that, I'll be back on the streams. I'll be back live again, and we've got a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot to talk about, so I want to try recoup a lot of people, so we can have a good discussion together. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed all the ghostly adventures and details and whatnot, and got the shivers like I did. But yeah, until tomorrow.